Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Today we're playing some Garen into a Sett. Pretty tough matchup, and we're playing with the runes you see on screen. You can also see we're playing Flash Ignite, Conqueror Garen, so we have to take our all-ins very carefully. We have to stand our ground when it makes sense, and our main strategy is going to be playing around Sett's cooldowns in this lane, because he has a much better laning than we do. But the one flip side is that his cooldowns, some of them are massive, right? So if his W is ever wasted, or if maybe he wastes his E, we can punish it. And when it comes to the mid game, we have insane like shove and move pressure, and we have a lot of positives with Garen. So if we survive laning phase, I expect a very solid game here. So let's get into it. If I can secure level 2, I will. Looks like he's busy sexting someone. So we're just gonna try to secure level 2. It's okay if we miss the last hit, because the most important thing actually is just getting the wave 2 push. We need 1 minion from this wave. We're getting level 2. Okay, here we go. Awesome. We're gonna take it slow here because we don't want it to be awkwardly stuck in front of his tower. So this is a good position for the wave to be in, because we can actually walk up and crash it properly. We trade him while also pushing the wave itself. Okay, no problem. Awesome. Let's just go back. Keep it simple. So the Sett has to farm this big wave, right? In the meantime, we get to go back. And I'm gonna stay a little bit so I can buy a long sword. That's gonna be really good for us. So let's go back. Now, the Sett does play with TP, but realistically, he doesn't have time to like shove this all the way. By the way, my name is Johnny. Forgot to say that. Welcome to the channel if you're new around here. My mission is to give you non-smurf content. I'm playing around silver elo, and this hopefully is relatable, replicable strategies, trying to apply the concepts of the game at this level without all the baggage of being a smurf. As much as I respect and admire all the, you know, the big players out there that teach us the game, they have a lot of learned skills that are hard to teach. And they take a lot of abilities for granted, like the ability to track junglers, the ability to position and space correctly. So hopefully what you see here is something you can bring into your own games and get some success with it. So with that, we have a jungler coming in, auto Q, go for a trade. Remember, he has his W and he will try to land it on me. Okay. Cool, awesome, perfect. So what we did there is we specifically used Ignite for the move speed, because as I showed you before, we play with Nimbus Cloak, and Nimbus Cloak is something a lot of players don't expect in this elo. Of course they know it exists, right? But the reality is they don't play around it correctly. Actually, there we go. Get another long sword for damage. So what you can do a lot of times is surprise people with the surge of move speed from Nimbus Cloak. That's why I love that, and I usually always play with it. On Garen, at least. Okay, cool. So we're looking really good here. We're even CS in this pretty hard matchup, and we have yet like a a big stacked wave to collect. So I'm just gonna press my E and then I Q away, because look carefully, the Sett is level 6. This is big danger zone for us. We do not want to like heavy trade the Sett while he has this level advantage. It's different now. Okay. Okay, so I pop my potion. There we go. Okay, so this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. We play around his cooldowns. Guess what? His W was down. That's his main survival tool, right? That's how he turns fights around. Because the more damage you deal to him, the more he deals back. Awesome. Let's look for a plate here. I think his TP is still on cooldown. Whoops, cancel my auto. Okay. And let's go back. Team is doing dragon. Things are looking overall pretty good, honestly, outside of the Draven getting 2 kills early. Things are good. Let's go for a Berserker's Greaves. Pretty big early power spike for us. Berserker's Greaves gives us a nice little move speed bonus on top of the Sett, who currently only has 2 long swords, and we get some nice attack speed on top of it. Awesome stuff. So that you can kind of see like the theme of how we deal with Sett. We do things in 2 rounds. Round number 1 is only meant to trade a little bit of HP and okay, they're taking Void Grubs. I'm fine with that. Round number 1, we trade a bit of HP and we put some of his key spells on cooldown, or abilities, I should say. You can see how he doesn't really want to walk up anymore, right? Okay, so I W and E and Q and then walk away. There we go. Excellent trade for us. His W is no longer charged, so we just walk him down the lane here. He has his W, right? Oh, there we go. So we simply wait for his W, guys. And I know it sounds like reductive and like super simple, but that's really the only thing I'm doing here to outplay this guy. A lot of people in my elo, they panic when all-inning a Sett, right? They'll panic and then use their ult when Sett has the shield up or something. Let's just go back, got some more items. Okay. Cool. So now we got some AoE to work with, and my plan is to start speeding things up. We have like a 3-kill lead on Sett. We got a level lead. At this point, if I don't make a mistake, we will always be ahead of the Sett in the game. So instead of freezing and doing stuff like we've been doing, we're gonna like speed up the tempo a little bit. The wave is too big, so I'm not gonna go for a very big trade with him. We can do a short trade like that. That's about it. Happy to hold it here. We heal back with my passive. And there you go. Sett eventually loses patience, right? Okay. Let's see if we can re-engage. I don't yet have my ult there, so I don't want to fully commit to that all-in. Let's get the wave in. Heal back with my passive, pressure him a little bit so the wave goes under. There we go. What we have to be careful of here is getting caught and ulted under tower. That's the only thing. Let's look for some deep vision here to get some information on the jungler. Doesn't look like the jungler is around. Actually, he turns out to be close, but... So my thinking is, because I saw the blue was down, I thought that Teemo had already farmed it and had moved on. This is pretty good though. Sett is very low here. Hey buddy, just cancel his recall. Okay. He can TP back if he wants. Getting him to burn a sum spell is also really good for me. And here I get to go back. He has to farm a cannon wave plus the next wave to get to my tower. Sadly, don't quite have enough for my item. Okay, I'm gonna save some money so that we can get the Stride Breaker as soon as possible. People ask me a lot about items. On Garen, I literally always build Stride Breaker first. There isn't a single matchup where I go something else. I value the item too much, personally. And I also pretty much always do Phantom Dancer's second item. The stats and the power spike from those two items combined is something that I find like just the best option out there. We dodged the middle of the W, as you see there. That's a very big difference. Okay. Cool. We're going to search for the Teemo. We need to know, is Teemo around or not? Okay, doesn't look like he is. Excellent. Okay. So he's getting very low HP. What I'm doing here is I'm waiting for the next wave to arrive. And now we're going to hard shove. Okay, that was a bit dangerous what I did there. Yeah. Because I stepped to the left of Sett. And whenever we do that, we know that Sett can ult us under tower. So that was actually a misplay. But luckily, he didn't capitalize on it. And this is why I love Garen. Our wave clear is simply out of this world, right? And it's only gonna get better and better as we get into the mid game. Like we talked about, there is no other item combination I go for. I just pretty much every game stride into Phantom Dancer. It works fantastic. So let's go for that. Claim a red buff here too. The game, by the way, is going very well. My mid laner is doing great. Our bot is running it down, but that's okay. I don't really struggle against a Draven being like a fed Garen. Not really. Mbessa does have an item, but she's 1 and 7 in this game. Okay. I think she went back, so I'm gonna see if I can get the tower here, actually. Oh, she's around. Let's go back up, try to get a kill on Sett. Sett does not have a completed item yet, which means we shave him. We have two level advantage as well. There we go. In a way, like, Sett is a pretty simple champion, like in the sense that you know if you beat him very clearly because he's like a stat stick. Is that the phrase? He's like a stat stick. Well, there we go. Quick episode today. Hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, remember to subscribe. Really helps me out, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.